Hey guys, how y'all doing today? I know you guys remember in my last video I did about the unacknowledged and everything. I talked about the unacknowledged, the things that we do not know about. You know what I mean? And people don't even check on things like that. Um, let's say we talked about. I even mentioned that people from the government, ex-government officials, ex-government officials, and this is one of them right now that's going to be talking about UAP. He's talking about UAP, unidentified aerial phenomena. And I'm telling you, he's hitting it right on point. Okay? So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the link in the description box for you guys to check it out for yourself. This is crazy. Let me unpause this. Let me take this, skip that's his name. That's him right there. Luis Elizondo, and he's an ex government official. He used to work for national security, and he's talking about it, and he's giving you a little tidbit about, you know what I mean, what he experienced and some of their fighter pilots, what they experience in certain scenarios when they're doing their little routine out in San Diego or whatever, San Diego, California. I want you guys to check it out. But like I said, I'm not going to go into details, but I'm going to put it up on the screen for you guys so you can see it. Just come up close, and then I'm going to put it in the description box, as well. Okay, I'm going to put up the volume up for you guys to hear this guy speak. Okay, and then don't worry, I'm going to put the link in the description box. But I just was hitting on what we were talking about, things that we don't know about that do exist. We don't even talk about it because we don't know about it. You know what I mean? We might hear about it in the conversation and brush it off, whatever, because there are intelligent beings beyond this life that we're living in right now. Okay? We're not the only ones. And they want us to believe that we are the only ones, but we're not the only ones. But listen to it. Listen.
To report to Congress about the government's work on the UFO issue. So clearly the conversation has changed radically. The US government's policy used to be to deny and discredit when it came to UFOs. So how did we get to where we are today? Well, one man who was instrumental to this is our next guest, Luis Elizondo. He is a former counterintelligence agent who from 2010 to 2017 ran the Pentagon's secretive $22 million program investigating military reports of UFOs. These days, the military don't call them UFOs because the term has become so stigmatized. They instead refer to them as UAPs, standing for Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. So Lou joined the Pentagon's UAP program as a skeptic, but during his time there, he became not only convinced that these things were real, but that they were interfering with military weapons platforms and operating in protected airspace with impunity. He also became convinced that they did not belong to any earthly nation state. Frustrated by inaction on what he saw as a grave national security threat, he turned whistleblower and spoke to the New York Times, which revealed the existence of the Pentagon's UAP program on its front page in December 2017, alongside interviews with pilots who had encountered these things. And since that 2017 New York Times expose, Lou has been briefing officials in Washington and working behind the scenes to compel the government to firmly establish a more transparent, thorough investigation into the phenomenon. And that's actually starting to happen. The new National Defense Authorization Act, currently making its way through Congress, requires that the government sets up a permanent office to study UAPs on a Defense Department-wide basis. So Lou, welcome.
Charlie, thank
you have
you
a lot
so
to talk about.
Thank you very much for having me, and thank you folks for being with us here today. We're really looking forward to this.
So, first things first, rationally, there are three options for what these aircraft are. They're either a US military black project, they belong to a foreign government, like China or Russia, or are they of non-human origins.
Okay, I'm going to pause this for a minute and say something to you guys. I'm going to speed up the video. And then remember, I'm going to put the link in the description box, okay? I'm going to put the link in the description box for you guys. I want to say this, okay? Disregard what you hear out there. There are things that we do not know about. And frankly, we shouldn't have to. Because we shouldn't have to or whatever, but if somebody put a bug in your ear. Now, You're interested. You want to hear. You want to hear what's going on. So now, I'm putting a bug in your ear. Take a look. Okay? The unacknowledged. That's number one. All kind of videos stem from that. Okay? He is one of the guys stem from all different types of videos. But this one here, he's giving you the tidbit. He's giving you information. Certain things he cannot discuss. Okay? Certain things he cannot mention. And he's going to say it in the video. Like I said in the link in the description box, I'm going to give that to you. But put aside all the bull. Okay? We're not the only ones here. That's my point. Okay? And like I said, I'm going to speed up the video just for you all to see just a little. I'm not going to drag this video on too long, but I need you to go to the link in the description box, get the information on your own. And first, if you don't mind, I want you to take a look the unacknowledged. Once you take a look at that, they have full videos on that too. I only have a trailer on that on my first video, but check this out, man. This is nothing to play with. Okay?
The first obvious question is it one of our secret technologies? And the answer is quite succinctly no. And how do we know that? Well, for several reasons. First of all, I had access to,
like I said, I was going to speed this up. Okay, he have access to all those programs.
Typically,
I'm going to put him on pause.
These type of secret aircraft.
Okay. I said I was going to put it on pause for a minute, but he's going to mention something, and then I'm going to go on from there. Okay?
In and around areas where you're doing active maneuvers. You tend to test them at secret test ranges like Area 51. You certainly don't endanger pilots' lives by testing this type of secret technology without coordinating that through our joint staff. So we very quickly realized it wasn't our technology. The second option, as Charlie mentioned, is it foreign adversarial technology? Is it Russian? Is it Chinese? And of course, when you go through the historical documentation, certainly in our country, and this documentation is official documentation, one realizes very quickly we've been seeing this technology for decades. And when you compare that to where we were, let's say, in the late 1940s and 50s, we were just exploring and learning the secrets of the atom. We were unlocking its secrets. We had just entered the jet age, and we hadn't even been into space. And yet these technologies were outperforming anything and everything that we have. And so if this was some sort of foreign adversarial technology that's been around for 70 years, this would be considered probably the worst intelligence failure my country has ever experienced, perhaps even eclipsing that of 9/11 on an order of magnitude. So the last option is, well, if it's not our technology and it's not some sort of foreign adversarial technology, then whose or what is it? And that's where we are now in the conversation, certainly with our lawmakers and our legislative branch and our executive branch. And
okay.
So that's precisely what we're trying to figure
there
out
you
now.
go. Okay, I'm going to stop it right there, and then I'm going to speed it up. Speed it up.
So what's the documented UAP encounter that you can talk about?
Sure. First of all, it's a great question. It's also a loaded question because there's a lot I can't talk about, which to me is probably even more persuasive if you have
I'm going to pause it right there.
Just some of this.
I'm going to pause it right there. Okay. Certain things he can't discuss. Like I said, I'm not going to string the video too long. The link to this video is going to be in the description box. I want you guys to check it out. Okay? Check it out for yourself. Okay? Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and do the whole thing for you or what have you. You go in there, check it out, click on the link. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description box. Just click on the link and you go from there. Okay? But first, I need you need to go and watch the unacknowledged. Watch that. Watch that. This is going to give you a little insight on what's really going on. Okay? Watch that. Once you watch that, then you could watch his video. Okay? You watch his video afterwards. I'm telling you, it can start smoothing out things for you to start getting the gist of it. Okay? So like I said, check the video. Okay? Once again, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Y'all be blessed. And always know that we are not the only ones here. There's more to this world that we're living in. Out there. There's more out there. That some people say, this is a hoax. This is foolishness. Nah, man. If you real, if we are real, why can't they be real too? You need to look into this. I ain't say look into it, but you just check it out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let your mind be like a parachute. There's no use to you if it's not open. Okay? So open your mind. Take a look. Listen, hear what's going on. You know what I mean? Secrets, man. There are too much secrets out there. And these are one of the whistleblowers. That's all I got to say. And it's like you said, it's on YouTube. It's all over the place. So it ain't like it's a big secret now. It's out there. But just get the information. That's all. Okay? Once again, I love you guys. Y'all take care. Be blessed. And watch the unacknowledged, man. I'm telling you, we're not the only ones. Real talk.